Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for YCP Live Reads today. I'm Erica Sable Flores, and I'm the Program Manager for the Youth Cinema Project. If you're watching for the first time, YCP is a 501c3 nonprofit that brings project-based learning into public schools. We bring professional filmmakers into the classrooms that teach the students an entire filmmaking process, so our students get to learn writing, pitching, casting, acting, lighting, photography, editing, the whole thing. So to learn more about our program or check out some of our student-made films, you can look around our website, youthcinemaproject.org, after the read. And if you missed any of the live reads, you can also watch them on our website. Also, please subscribe to all of our social media channels to keep updated on the work we do. Today, we are so excited to have the cast of the new CBS hit show, Broke. Special thanks to Dava Savel for always helping me, to Alex Hirschlag for his enthusiasm and kindness, to his team, to Jaime Camil's team for helping us coordinate. And I also want to take the opportunity to thank our executive director, Rafael Agustin. Thank you, Rafa, for your unconditional support for pretty much every crazy idea that we bring to you and for all of your help with the YCP Live Reads. So it looks like we're ready to start. So remember, you can now catch us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday live at 1 p.m. And we have so much more still coming. This week we have Islos High coming up on Friday. And the next week is On My Block, Little America, and Elena of Avalor. And then the following week we have Selena the Series, Mayans MC, and Narcos Mexico. Okay, I'm gonna leave you with Gianna, who's one of our filmmaking mentors and will be our host for today.
Thank you, Erica. Hi, everyone. I'm Gianna. Today, we're going to be reading a script written by one of my students. We have amazing actors here from the cast of CBS's Broke that will be joining us momentarily to perform Bruised. Bruised was written by Alan, a YCP middle school student from the Los Angeles Academy of Arts and Enterprise in Los Angeles, California. Alan is going to join us right now to introduce his script. Hi, Alan.
Hi, hello.
Hi, how are you? So we're very excited that you're here with us today. Can you please tell us a little bit about what your script is about?
Okay. Well, my script is about a boy named Scott who is always reckless and gets bad grades. One day in detention, he finds an old, dusty, ancient book, which he takes home and activates. It does all of his homework, but it is slowly hurting him.
What inspired you to write this very cool, super amazing story?
Well, I always tried getting good grades, but I always ended up getting like B's and C's. I always wish I had some kind of magic tool to help me with all this. But then I told myself, maybe I should make this into a film for my class. But the thing is, if the book only did good for me, there would be no conflict. So that's why I added the part where the book wants something back from Scott.
That's very smart. So your production team was working really hard to film Bruised. What did it feel like to have your idea turned into a script and then your script turned into a film?
Well, when I got chosen, I doubted it at first, but then when I chose my crew and we shooted our first scene, it was extremely perfect. And I saw that everything was possible.
That's amazing. So what has been your favorite part of YCP?
My favorite part is probably all of us working together and working as one.
I agree with that. That is amazing. So thank you so much for being here with us. Do you have any shout outs?
Well, I want to shout out my whole class and crew, of course. And I also want to shout out Miss Joanna and her mother for letting us film at her home.
Great. So it's going to be time to start. Let's go ahead and bring out the actors. We are very lucky to have an incredible cast read Bruised today. So joining us from the cast of Broke, we have Jaime Camil, who plays Javier.
Well, hello, guys. Thank you for having me, Gianna. How are you, Alan? Great job, my man. Very good script.
Awesome. Thank you. We have Pauley Perrette, who plays Jackie.
Hello, everyone. Hi. Good job, Alan. And here we go, I guess.
Yeah, Natasha Leggero, who plays Elizabeth.
Hi. Alan, congrats. This is so cool you did this.
And of course, Izzy Diaz, who plays Luis.
YCP!
Girl!
What's up, Alan? Thank you, brother.
All right, welcome everybody. So thank you so much for doing this. It's amazing. It looks like we're ready to start. Alan is now going to be tuning into the live stream and watching the show. Actors, are you ready?
Ready?
Yes, we are.
All right. Woo, woo. All right. So I'm going to go away, but I'm going to be off screen reading the stage directions. Drum roll, please. YCP Live Reads presents Bruised, written by Alan. Interior, Scott's bedroom, day. 13-year-old Scott gets ready for school. He puts on the clothes, shoes, and a sweater. Interior, living room, day. On his way out, Scott notices a note taped to his front door. It's his test with a big F circled on it. In his mom's handwriting, it reads, "One more and you are moving schools." Scott rips the test off the door and leaves. Interior, English class, day. Scott passes notes with his friends. One of his friends, Jessica, calls out to him.
Yo, Scott, come over here. You gonna sit with us? Come on.
Jess, I can't. Right now, I need to at least pull C's or I'm in trouble.
Scott walks past them and takes a seat in the back of the class. He takes out his notebooks.
Wow. Thought we were friends, Scott.
The teacher, Mr. Brown, comes in and starts the class.
All right, everyone, go to your seats.
He hands back homework. Scott's paper says 20%.
Scott, work study after school.
Mr. Brown goes back to his desk. Jessica grabs the projector cord, tightening it.
Scott.
Scott hesitates for a second, but smiles and decides to join in. He kicks the cord closer to the teacher. Mr. Brown trips and falls. The class laughs. Mr. Brown looks back and points at Scott.
Now it's detention.
But it wasn't just me.
10 minutes extra.
Scott gives Jessica a dirty look. She shrugs. He puts his head down. Mr. Brown goes back to his desk. Jessica turns and smiles at Scott. Interior, classroom, later that day. The bell rings. Students rush out.
Scott, you have to stay. I'll be back.
Ugh.
Mr. Brown leaves. Scott puts his head down and texts his mom.
I'll be home a little late. I have an after-school activity.
He puts his phone away. Scott gets up and notices something sticking out of a desk in the back of the classroom. He takes it out. It's a book made of leather with a strange emblem on the front.
What is this?
Scott puts the book inside his backpack quickly. Interior, living room, later that day. Scott comes in and closes the door. His mom, Martha, is waiting for him. She's angry.
You lied. Your teacher, Mr. Brown, told me that you were in detention. Your stepfather would have wanted to see you succeed in school. He tried to be a good father to you, but you always ignored him. Why can't you just grow up?
Yeah, whatever.
Don't give me attitude. You are grounded until your grades go up. No TV, no games, no nothing.
Well, I don't care.
Scott heads to his room and slams the door. Interior, Scott's room, evening. Scott throws his backpack onto his bed and sits on his chair.
Mr. Schnitt just had to rat me out again.
Scott looks over at his backpack. He takes the book out. The worn pages have weird words he can't understand. Scott sees its sentence in English. He reads it.
Those in need have found this book. We know your wants by first touch. Utter these words. Knowledge on.
A bright light comes out of the book. Scott drops the book and stops reading.
What? What is this?
Scott covers his eyes and falls on his back, dead asleep. Interior Scott's room moments later. Scott wakes up and looks around his room and sees a stack of papers on his bed.
This is my English essay project? It's all done? What is happening?
Scott flips through it. The assignment is complete?
This is days of work and it got done in what, 2 hours? Everything is perfect. Man, what is this?
Scott's arm rubs against his desk. He winces in pain.
Ow.
He rolls up his sleeve, a large purple bruise on his arm.
Weird.
Scott rolls down his sleeve and rubs his arm. Interior, classroom, day. Kids talk to each other. Mr. Brown interrupts them.
Reminder, your essay project for a book of your choice is due today.
Mr. Brown walks around collecting essays.
Scott, no late work accepted.
Oh, no. I had it.
Scott puts the essay on his desk. Mr. Brown raises one eyebrow and picks it up. Interior, home, day, a month later. Scott walks through the door. His mom is in the middle of packing up his stepfather's stuff. Scott pretends to be disappointed.
Today wasn't so great.
Let me see it.
Scott hands his mom a progress report with all A's. She looks at it, eyes wide in surprise. She hugs him.
All A's, huh? In a month?
Yeah, and they are really my grades.
Scott points to Mr. Brown's signature on the paper. His sleeve slides up and his mom notices a bruise on his hand.
What happened?
Oh, I don't know. I think soccer.
You need to be careful. Okay, you can have TV back. No games though. I want to see these grades stick.
Interior, Scott's room, day. Scott gets the book from under his bed and lays it on his bed and opens it.
All right, book. I don't know how you do it, but I got a lot of homework tonight. Knowledge on.
A light shines out of the book and puts Scott immediately to sleep. Interior, Scott's room, day. Scott wakes up and sees all his homework done.
All done.
He feels a sharp pain on his side. He presses his lung and coughs.
What is happening to me?
He slides the book under his bed, turns the lights off, and gets in bed. He looks afraid. Interior, school hallway, day. Scott exits his classroom and starts coughing nonstop. He sees Jessica.
Hey, you said you were going to help me with my project yesterday.
What project? You never asked me to help you with anything yesterday.
Stop playing dumb. Now I'm going to fail because of you.
What? What do you mean? You never asked me to help you yesterday.
Whatever. Thanks for the F, Scott.
Interior, Scott's room, night. Scott is at his desk. He looks very sick and weak. He sees the book open on his bed.
Wait, what? I did not put you there.
Scott walks up to the book and a light shines out of the book.
What the? I didn't say knowledge on.
Scott drops on the ground and faints. Interior, Scott's room, later that night. Scott wakes up and sees the book again, open.
What? I didn't even activate you.
Scott yells out in pain.
Ah!
He pulls up his jeans and sees a massive bruise on his leg. Scott sees more bruises on his arms.
What is going on?
He looks down at the book. He picks up the book and heads outside. Exterior, back alley, continuous. Scott walks over to a dumpster and throws the book in.
I should have never picked you up in the first place.
Interior, Scott's room, continuous. Scott enters and sees the book lying again open on his bed.
No, what is happening? This is crazy.
He rips the book up and throws it in the trash.
Okay, I'll be good. I'll be good. I will do my own homework. I promise I will work hard for good grades. I will obey my mom and be nice to her. Please, just make it stop, please.
He looks down at his body. His bruises are gone. Interior, Scott's house. Weeks later, day. Scott comes in. His mom's sitting at the dining room table going through bills. He walks over and sheepishly hands her his progress report. She looks. Some B's, 2 C's, 1 A in English. She looks at him. He hangs his head.
I know it's not what you expected.
I think it's pretty good. I've seen how hard you're working and I'm impressed.
Really?
Really?
Well, I'm sorry about Dad. I know you really loved him.
Thank you.
She opens her arms and they hug. Interior, English class. Day. Kids are goofing off. Scott copies questions from the board.
All right, class, please finish this by the end of the class.
Jessica walks over to Scott's desk.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, whoa. What happened to you? Those are some nasty bruises.
Oh, yeah. No, I think I just hit myself or something. Anyways, I've got to show you something.
Jessica takes out the book. Scott jumps back.
Straight A's since I found this. You gonna borrow it?
No, get rid of it. Get that away from me.
Scott turns and runs for the door. The end.
Yay!
Well,
that was fun.
Yay.
Bravo, Alan! Go, Alan!
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Oh, great.
So that was amazing, guys. That was really good. Thank you to all of our actors and the amazing performance. Alan, how did it feel?
Amazing. I'm speechless.
Actors, what was your favorite part of the script?
Go, Pauley.
Jaime, you're
Sorry.
first on my screen.
Oh, go, Natasha.
Well, I really liked, I'm a new mom, so I really felt like I could see that your mom, even though she's strict sometimes, really loves you. And I'm sure you modeled this after her. So I found it inspiring, just as I try to start reprimanding my child already.
I really liked my character. I like Jessica. She's like fun and she's kind of cool, but she's kind of like a troublemaker a little bit, but not really. You're not really sure, but she was fun. She was fun to play. So thanks, Alan.
Thank you.
I want to know where the book is from. I want to know who put it there. Did the teacher put it there because he knows what's going to happen? And since he got tripped, he wanted to kind of do his little magic voodoo? I'm curious.
Don't try to steal the thunder, Izzy. No, it wasn't your doings. It wasn't you. It was life. I love the fact that film and books and films and scripts are a very powerful way to send a message and to perhaps talk to people that you might not have the courage to talk about certain things. So I love that you use art and you use the filmmaking to talk to address an issue that obviously concerns you and you want to be better at and you want to talk to your mom in a certain way. And I love the fact that for any easy task or non-hard work, there are always consequences. So you should always strive for excellence. You should work hard, and you should also try to be the best you can at anything you do. Otherwise, there will be consequences, not good ones, obviously.
You might wake up bruised.
Exactly.
You never know.
Okay, cool. So that is the end of our show. Alan, thank you again for letting us showcase your script. It's really amazing. It's a great job.
Yeah.
You did a great job.
Hey,
And
Alan.
Good job.
you rock, Alan. And thank you to our audience for tuning in and supporting the Youth Cinema Project. Students, please join us Friday, May 1st at 1 p.m. when we will be back right here with the cast of East Los High, reading scripts from students from Pleasant Valley School of Engineering and Arts in Camarillo, California, and the Hubbard Media Arts Academy in San Jose, California, San Jose. Also, for all our YCP students, there's a short assignment that accompanies this reading that you will be receiving shortly. Don't try to check it out. Homework. And for anyone else,
get one of these.
Those. And for anyone else who wants to follow along, you can take our short quiz on Facebook and Instagram. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe button below and like this video. Remember, we are now live on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, always at 1 p.m.
Awesome. Thank you,
Awesome.
guys. Thank you,
Thanks,
Youth Cinema
guys.
Project.
Do
Thank you,
this.
Rafa.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Bye,
Bro
guys.
Family. I miss
Stay
you, Bro
safe.
Family.
I miss you too. Hugging. Hugging.
Alan,
I
congratulations,
have one
brother.
more
Thank
question
you.
for actors before you go away.
Okay.
One more question for actors. What advice do you have to give our YCP students or our young filmmakers that are part of our program?
If you can dream it, you can be it. If you can dream
Yeah.
it, you can be it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. This is about discipline, about perseverance. This is not a magic trick. This thing we do is not a magic trick. You have to really devote yourself and give yourself to the craft, to the arts. And it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So keep walking the walk and be disciplined, and you will persevere.
Egos do not work well for a good project. The thing that we should all be serving in television film is the project itself. And I think it's always, if it's going a different direction, and for someone like you, Alan, who's a screenwriter or a director or whatever, if you make sure that you surround yourself with people who is going to make your project the priority and not their own personal ego the priority, that's the way something can come together. And including being the screenwriter, being the director yourself, if you always make sure that your project is your priority, then everybody's really going to be able to make something happen.
Indeed.
Also, I think that, collaboration is really exciting, and it can be, it's such a great way to create things. It's not, now you've written it, but now you're going to enter this phase of collaborating. And hopefully if you get people who are a team, they're going to make everything even better, and just being open to new ideas to make the best possible thing, because you're hiring people with expertise.
All those points are amazing, and they're all true. And I would just say to be very curious about how things work, whether it's people's relationships, how that camera works, why that lighting makes a person look like this. The more curious you are, the more you want to find out how it works, or how people work, or how conversations work. And it really lets you to be more open to getting all these ideas. And you want to surround yourself, like everyone was saying here, with creative, talented people that want to find out about life. And that's what you're trying to figure out, the little truth of each little story. And your story might be more a fantastic fantasy, but it came from a kernel of truth. And that's where good stories come from. You find the little truth and you can really make a great story.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Bye, Alan. Good
Mwah.
job, man.
Bye.
Congrats. Mwah. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye, Alan. Thank
Bye.
you, Alan.